Right now you're looking at the dashboard. So as soon as you log in, this is what you're going to see. Now in each of these groups are all the different apps. Now I'm just going to show you just a couple because I don't want this video to be too long. The most popular ones that you're going to no doubt use among all your experimenting is under one, Creative Studio. So we're just going to click in here and it will load them all up. Now this one here, the clone generator, this is where you're going to create AI twins. Okay, so I'm going to click on that and you will see here all the twins that I have created. So these might be for me or clients or other people. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click, this is going to be empty for you. There's going to be nothing here. You're going to click train your model. Then you're going to say it's a person or a product because you can do products. Most of the time it's going to be a person. You're going to select the gender. You're going to give their name and it will come up with a handle. It then says what you need to upload here. Okay, so take a note of these. The closer you follow these, the better your results will be when you come to do your twin. So you're going to upload the images, click confirm and hit submit. Okay, super easy. That will then take a couple of minutes until you get the green status, maybe refresh. It might take 5 minutes. Refresh that and you'll see it's complete. Then you're ready to generate images. So you're going to click on your clone and we're just going to use my one here. And then you're going to select a project. You're going to create a new project. It just means all your images are kept in one place. You are then going to select your model, which of course I'm going to use this one, which is me. You're going to leave the strength at 1. If you mess around with the strength, it's going to look like less like you. I would go between, the lowest I've gone is 0.89. And that I wouldn't go any lower than that and I wouldn't go any higher than 1. If you want to play around with it, you can. So then it comes time to do the prompt and there's automatically one there, but I'm just going to chuck one of my own ones in there. Okay, so I've got a photo of Deb in a cozy coffee shop scene, holding a latte with perfect foam art, soft natural lighting, vintage aesthetic, candid smile. Now, you can even put what you're wearing. She's wearing distressed blue jeans and a cozy dusty pink sweater with her hair loosely around her shoulders. Now, you can, as you can see, you can add or change anything you like. You can put yourself in any scene you like. I want this social media, which is generally going to be a 4:3 or 16:9. If you want it for stories or reels, then you're going to go with a 9:16. So all depends on what you want. And then we click this button to create the image. And we let it do its thing. So I'll just pause this until it's done. And as you can see, within just a few minutes, you get that image. I could use the same prompt and click again because I'm like, yeah, I'm not quite liking that one. I mean, I might not. I could change it to looking out the window, but I could keep it the same and hit to create another image. I am going to get an entirely different image because you can use the same prompt and just get it to create different images and it's always going to come back different. You are never going to recreate an image that you've done. As you can see, this is entirely different. Now, sometimes it gets a few things wrong, and this is a good example. So look at my fingers here. There's only 3 on this hand. So always look carefully, okay? It can nail everything else a lot of the time, but always look at limbs, look at fingers just to check. So of course, I'm going to generate another one. Now these all sit down here and you can, when we find one we want, let's say we decide, oh yeah, we like this one, we can roll over those 3 dots, hit download, and let's say we want the JPEG. So we'll download that. And there's another one. That's not so bad. If I'm like, okay, she's looking at the camera, it just looks a bit weird. You could say she is holding a latte with perfect foam art and looking out the window, smiling. And we'll just do one more just to show you the variety that you get from pretty much the same prompt. But as you can see, it's got the distressed blue jeans and it's got the dusty pink sweater. The hair's down. You could say put it up in a messy bun or whatever. Right, so there's the other one and fingers are all good. I mean, Yeah, just make sure it's natural looking. It looks like I've got a bit of a munted hand there. So I'd probably regenerate because I like perfection. So that is the first one. That is your AI twins. Now you can do unlimited of these. And that's what I love so much about this. Now, if I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, I liked this one the best, I might put a star there just so I know it. I just want to give you a word of warning. Sometimes these can disappear. So if you like it, straight away download it, because once you get to quite a few images, we don't have the storage space to keep them all. So you will find you lose some. So please always download straight away the ones you love. Right, let's go back to a different app. And I want to show you in Visual AI Studio the hyperrealistic images, because this is going to change the game. If you need an image, instead of going to Google now or anything else, you can go here and create any image you want. So, for example, let's come up with a caption for a really good image. Now, one thing, if you get stuck, go to ChatGPT. Okay, so you might come to ChatGPT and chuck in what you want. Say, I need a prompt to create an image. It will be for a blog post, blah, blah, blah. Please write a prompt for this. You hit enter. It will give you a prompt with something along the lines of what you want. We copy that in. We come over here and we put that in. It depends, again, what size you want. I want it for a blog post, so that will probably fit quite nicely. And then we go create an image. This sometimes can take maybe 30, 40 seconds at most. From there, once your image is generated, check it over, make sure she's got all limbs in the right place, make sure she's got fingers, the right amount of fingers, just all those little things that we want to be careful of because we want quality. And again, as with the twins, make sure you download straight away if you want it. If you want to change things, then you can do that. Now, the cool thing about this is if you want other image ideas, you can go click on that create image ideas here, and you can just type in what you're doing. For example, I have a blog about health and wellness. Then create image ideas. It will take a little while sometimes to come up with different image ideas, but it will give you about 20 ideas for it. That was a very general prompt. I would usually sort of share a little bit more than that, so I would have a more probably compelling image, but I'm short on time, so I just did that one. Okay, so as you can see, I wrote that I had a health and wellness blog. Now, I would probably usually remove this first sentence of it. So you can see here it's given me 20 ideas for images. I would generally just remove that. Otherwise, it can place text over it. So I'll go with that. A sunlit counter with a colorful smoothie bowl, blah, blah, blah. Let's just click that and see what it comes up with. Okay, so that just takes maybe 30 seconds. Now you can see here that it's come up with what it said it would. I'm sort of looking at the wooden spoon. I think that's a little bit weird. And I don't know what breakfast is. So I don't usually like text in it. I would probably just skip that. Then go for, have a look at the second one, see what that does. And that's a smiling person, tie and bright running shoes. So you can see that it comes up with a ton of just different ideas. So if I remove that first line and let's make it 4-5, and create another image. So as you can see here, here's another image that it's got. Again, another variation. I could hit this button again and it will come up with something entirely different. Okay, so you can go through all of those and it just gives you so many cool ideas. And the best part is this creates hyper-realistic images. So it's like you could take a photo, right? It honestly blows my mind. And now you can actually have your own unique images wherever you go, like for whatever you need, whether that's for social media, whether it's for your website or a blog or a PDF that you're creating. You can literally create anything at any size. So those are my two favorite apps that I use the absolute most in this whole program. But don't think it ends there. There is just so much more here. And I would love to go through every single one of them. However, when you join, there is full training for everything that you want to do. Honestly, there's some mind-blowing stuff here, guys. I just wanted to give you a brief overview. I hope that's helped, and I look forward to seeing you in Collective Core AI.